everybody, welcome to Bolters and Banter. I am your host, Tyler, and with me, as always, is Nick.
Back in the saddle, riding down Main Street, ready to kill it.
We are gonna kill it. Today's video topic, this is kind of inspired by, two sources. One is an idea for an army list I had, and two is, Poorhammer has their meme list, right? Which I really do enjoy quite a bit. I had an idea for building a series of thematic lists.
Oh, was I not supposed to make some of these slightly meme-ish? Because, listen, man, I saw thematic lists, and I thought, narrative. So I'm I have ideas for these that they can be used. I took one of these to a tournament. These are mainly supposed to be thematic. They're supposed to show a flavor of an army, maybe something from a book, something like that. It's supposed to give you a narrative feel. It's supposed to give you an idea. They don't necessarily have to be good, but I do try to make it at least playable. The core is less of a gimmick and more along the lines of, what is the fantasy of this? When you hear, okay, I want a list based on this, does it feel right? You know?
If I tell you I'm playing Carcharodons, what are you gonna expect? You might expect some assault marines, scout marines, maybe.
Yeah, chain
Phobos,
swords,
something fast.
Yeah.
You aren't gonna really expect a bunch of Terminators unless it's Tyros.
Our boy Tyros.
Tyros, the big tank.
Big boy. But yeah, it's the idea of, okay, you know what? We could probably actually start with one of your lists, because I think you have a great list in terms of, hey, if you're getting into this, because, 10th edition, one of the main gripes people have is that there's not that much customization in terms of character building.
There's a lot less flavor.
Yeah, compared to things like Horus Heresy or Necromunda. So we're trying to inject the flavor back in. And Tyler, when you made your thematic list, what inspired you to get this idea?
So real quick, on the flavor thing, we have an idea about talking about the most flavorful rules in the history of 40K. If that's something you guys would like to see from us, let us know. We'll get on it. And I'm going to get this out of the way. If you can do the YouTube pleasantries, it helps a lot. Anyways, shill aside, what kind of inspired me to do this is Agents of the Imperium released not so long ago, right?
Yeah, it was a year and a half ago by this point.
Oh god, has it been that long? Oh god.
It has been, dude.
Okay, well, anyways, when that came out, I was thinking I can actually make a list for something I've kind of had, rolling in the back of my mind for a little bit. You can now, with Agents of the Imperium, run a rogue trader army.
Oh, the video game? Where you have the rogue trader and your little entourage and stuff?
Kinda. I'm more so thinking okay, a rogue trader, he has a fleet of ships, he has a ship. He has at least enough power and resources to be able to pick a fight with somebody. Yeah. It's not unheard of. And that's kind of what this is a rogue trader and his assortment of guys, and he may be doing whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
So,
all right, so hit us with the list. Talis, if you could provide some visuals, let's get to it.
Yeah, we might ditch the portal and blow this up so you can actually see everything. Okay. So first up, obviously the warlord is going to be the rogue trader, right? So you have your rogue trader, and he's got his Death Cult assassin, Electromaster, and rejuvenate adept. So that's the warlord, the main guy, the rogue trader, right? What do you typically see in rogue trader? You even have as a character in the video game. I have a navigator in this list. Pretty flavorful. He's going to be leading the fleet. I also have a Minosaurian priest because, rogue traders kind of deal with a lot of the Minosaurium. They have, they might have some they have some form of the church accompanying them.
Yeah,
typically.
in the video game, the ship that you have has like a big chapel area where there's like the head priest and all the relics and everything. So like, yeah, they absolutely have a chapel on board, and there's like a guy to keep the faith and everything like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on. So that's all I have for characters, because there isn't too many characters that go with the Rogue Trader vibe.
Yeah, you gotta have the minions, bro. You gotta have the lackeys.
So in terms of lackeys, who's gonna be suppressing the no duels on the ship? Who's gonna be repelling borders? I have some Imperial Navy breachers. I think they are sick. I think they look awesome. And they're kind of acting like just the grunts for this list.
Yeah, that's like, was it Jocasta, I think, is the name of the one in the video game? She's like the head of the enforcers, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Moving on, I have a transport just to kind of fill in a little bit more points. You could actually probably substitute this with more infantry, but I have Imperial Rhino just because he needs something. Plus the Rogue Trader, he's going to want to be safe, right? He's not going to just be out there.
You gotta arrive in style. Put some rims on that bastard, you're laughing.
Right? So
Pimp
I also
my
have
rhino.
some Pimp my Rhino.
Yo, dog. I heard you like flamers, so I put a flamer on your flamer so you can burn while you burn.
Also, we have a fish tank in the back.
That'd be a sick model, actually. Wait.
It actually would. First Vultures will answer many. Anyways, I also have some Voidsmen at Arms. They're basically kind of like Navy Breachers. They're a little bit higher class, a little bit nicer. I also have the new Sanctifier kill team, and they'll be being led by the priests. Again, kind of leaning more into that church vibe part of it, carrying some church people with them.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Do you have any other like ecclesiastical things, or is it just the
Yeah, so my last kind of like infantry thing is still ecclesiastical, or ecclesiarch. I have a Sisters of Battle squad.
Let's go!
Just because you need a little bit more firepower. Now, this is only a 1,000-point list. I didn't want to make this too big because then it's just going to be a lot of the same things. Because while you can do this, there's still not that much variety. But to fill it out, and this is like kind of what made me first think that I could do this, I have a Knight Castellan because it's a big chunk of points, and a Knight House can easily, be sided with a Rogue Trader, or it could be a Freeblade. He needs somebody to sponsor him.
Yeah, Rogue Traders are often hereditary dynasties. That kind of fits the vibe, don't it?
Yep. And you could substitute this with another Knight and then maybe throw a bit more infantry in there, but I just figured it's only a couple more points. You probably want the bigger Knight.
Couple more breachers. Maybe you could grab maybe some Arbites to kind of be like Solomorn and his dudes in the video game.
Yeah, but
maybe some Deathwatch if you want.
I didn't use those because those are more Inquisition. And again, thematic.
That's fair.
You could use some Arbites maybe, because they're basically just like the same purpose of like
enforcers and breachers. Right. Okay, yeah, it's more things on the ground. Boots on the ground, put in order. But yeah, I like how you kept it at 1,000 to make it customizable.
Yeah, and I want it to still Rogue Trader's not going to be bringing so much firepower. He's not going to go toe to toe with 2,000 points plus Gilliman, But for a crusade, it'd be kind of neat.
Oh yeah, for sure. Slowly bring in more stuff. Maybe one of your opponents is what?
Ooh, that would be a good idea. Going the planets and recruiting more. That'd be pretty neat.
Yeah. If one of your teammates is a Sisters player, be like, hey, here's some Battle Sisters from my army. It's like, oh my god.
All right. Yeah. So give me one of yours. You have a couple interesting titles.
I'm gonna start with the one I'm most familiar with. This is a list I have in person run. Tyler, do you know what one of my favorite movies of all time is?
No, Nick. I have no idea what one of your favorite movies is that inspires the whole reason you like your army. No, Nick, I don't.
Okay, so there's a movie from fun fact over 10 years ago called Mad Max.
A little movie you might have heard of before.
I freaking love Mad Max Fury Road so much. So back when I started Orcs, originally I was just doing like infantry, like Goths and whatever. As I started kit bashing vehicles, I'm like, you know what? I could make a list out of this. I took this list to a narrative event. I took it to a tournament. It was really, really fun. This is the Road War, right? This is hell on wheels. And, there is a Speed Freaks detachment for Orcs. So you run that, you get some of the enhancements there, because then you get to advance and charge, shoot and charge, fall back and shoot, fall back and charge with any Speed Freak model. Pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So
pretty cool. Get to move around a lot, keep it going fast.
Yeah. So first of all, characters. You're gonna need a Death Killer Wartrike. So for me, this is my Dementus model, the dude who has like a chariot of motorcycles.
Yeah. I've seen your fucking Dementus model. It kicks ass.
Yeah. I have 2 mechs. They like repair vehicles, And then I have a War Boss and a Pain Boy. The War Boss has the faster than use enhancement, which I think is really fun. Because what it does, it lets you hop out of a vehicle and still, like, run up after the vehicle's moved. So, like, here's the thing.
I'm imagining, like, or transport. It's zooming 60 miles an hour. The fucking door opens, and he jumps out, and he starts outfacing
get out.
You just get out and start running.
Oh, yeah, while the door's open, you're just like, do a roll. And then you just go. And guess what? They're happy to do it. So... Oh, exactly. They're racing, right? So then you got to get some transports, right? You got to get your dudes to the field. So you get 2 trucks, One truck, you can fill with flash kits. I've also found that there's different options for this slot, I'd say. This truck...
Flash kits make sense.
Yeah, flash kits for Big Daka. You could fill it with burner boys if you want, like, the gas town flamer sort of thing. Or you can fill it with breaker boys if you want to just beat the piss out of enemy vehicles. So you got like a Rekka crew. So that's one truck. And out of the 2 trucks, you can customize between any of those. And then you have the like Speed Freak units. Your Rucker Truck Squig Buggy. Your Custom Booster Blaster.
Of course, all your Mad Max vehicles.
Yeah, I took one of everything, except I actually have 2 Custom Booster Blasters and 2 Boondocka Snaz Wagons. Because my Boondocka Snaz Wagons, they're the polecats. The dudes with the big poles in the back with the dudes on top.
Yeah, they're flinging around and stuff.
Yeah. They first off, because they have the grenades keyword. So you can imagine them like throwing grenades. And then secondly, their ability is that they have a 6-inch aura to give you -1 to hit. So I'd like to imagine the 6-inch aura isn't from like smoke or whatever. It's the pole coming down and just wrecking your shit. Like, ah!
That is pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. So those are all the Speed Freaks. And then like some Def Copters and Gretchen and Storm Boys. Basically like infantry cappers. Some war bikes, because you need Dementus to lead his biker horde.
Do you have any of the Def Copters?
I do have 3 Def Copters.
Okay. All right, go.
Yeah, so I do have the whirligig like bike on a kite thing from Fury.
Awesome. Yeah, okay, awesome. I was going to say like that would be an awesome kit bash.
Yep. I'm working on an Octoboss. I'm going to get one of the old Blackstone Fortress Def Copters. And for the kite, I'm just making out of a cardboard and Age of Sigmar bits to be like the octopus tentacle.
Yeah, okay.
Now, here's the thing. You got to have a war rig.
Of course.
If you're doing a road war, you got to have a war rig. So you get a battle wagon, fill it with 20 dudes, paint them white, and just send it. And this is what the War Boss is in. War Boss, Pain Boy, 20 boys, hopping out of the wagon. That's it.
I love it. It's
so good. I love this list so much. And like, if you're doing a big vehicle thing, most of the buggies are like toughness 7. Battle wagon with hard case is toughness 12. And like 16 wounds?
T12 is pretty chunky because the Bane Blades, like what, T13?
Yeah, and you get a mech
T12
to repair it and give it +1 to hit. All its guns hitting on 4s.
Pretty dirty.
Yeah, I like this list so much. I love I just go in, I get in your face, turn 1, and it's just a matter of do you have Dudaka to somehow get around me or shoot through
Oh,
me?
I know, because every time I play against you, I have my guys, they hold the line, and then 8 cars are behind all of my artillery.
Dude, they just go. Dude, the shock jump dragsta is one of my favorite models because it has uppy downy.
Dude, okay. So there is I remember when we were playing TTS, and it was when I had my Black Templars and you had your
shock jump
fucking teleporty car. You screened every square inch of what I had to where I couldn't bring in my drop pods.
No drop pod allowed. And that gun, dude, the shock jump dragsta has a sniper gun. It's one shot on 3s and does dev wounds. But like, here's the thing. In Speed Freaks, you can shoot after you advance. So you can uppy downy and still just snipe a guy. It's just so peak.
Of course the orc is like taking it while he's moving too.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, that's
he's
the
like
thing.
He's like one of the Coast Guard snipers or whatever.
Oh, exactly. There you go. I mean, it's basically an electricity gun. So if you miss, you're probably still cooking some poor bastard who is in the way.
Oh, sure.
So, All right. That's my road wall list.
Yeah, no, dude, I love it. It's not even like a thematic list that you made for this. It's just one you have.
It's just my Fury Road list. It
really is.
If you want Mad Max, and also like because the battle wagon I have, the War Rig, I do have like the Necromunda like road train one. I also have my Doof wagon, which is the battle wagon with the speaker in it. So you can definitely customize it. Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, I gotta get you my my Warhound plasma gun. I'm sure you could make some cool with that. Oh, did I give it to you? I did. That's right.
Oh no.
Well,
that's a surprise tool that'll help us later in this episode, Tyler.
Fucking. Anyways. Okay. So I have 2 more, but technically, I could substitute one of these. So I either have a Iron Hands list, which is the reason why I did that is to kind of show the viewer like what a really thematic Warhammer list typically looks like. Or I have a Tyranid list, which is kind of like Space Marine to Swarm vibes. Specifically, like that one mission where all the Tyranids and the Hive Tyrant are on the bridge.
Oh yeah, when they're just coming in and you're just like, repel the assault!
So which one do you want to hear? Or, bonus, I can substitute maybe the Tyranid one with a pretty silly guard one.
Okay, so Tyler, we know you're the guard player. Save the guard one for last. Let's do the funny Tyranids. Let's look at your little Space
funny
Marine
Tyranids.
2 Swarm mode.
Alright, so 2005 points, went a little bit overboard. A little bit overboard. Okay, Warlord, Hive Tyrant, right? It's the guy on the bridge. It's the big boy.
Yeah, it's the boss fight. Yeah.
He's basically the only like tanky thing in this list.
Oh shit. No Tyranid warriors?
They're not really tanky.
Okay, keep going.
So I have 2 Parasites and Mortex. I think it's like one of the coolest Tyranid models. Plus, I don't know, like the story where the Mortex is featured is like they're in like a keep and it's being swarmed by Tyranids. And I don't know, the Parasite just kind of gives like that swarm vibe, if
Tyler,
that makes sense.
Don't fucking lie to me. I know exactly why you brought these models. I know what you are. I know the Parasite's ability.
I mean, it is pretty sweet. But okay, I think the model itself looks cool. Last character, I have a winged Tyranid Prime. Yeah, just I had a little bit extra points. I didn't want to do more infantry, I figured
it's sustained hits.
Yeah. Are you ready for my battle line section?
Oh boy.
FYI, the battle line section is 545 points.
Okay, see, at first I was gonna bulk. That's not actually that many. But then I remembered
It's
how
not-
cheap Tyranids are.
It's not super crazy until you realize how cheap, 10 Hormagaunts are. So, we have 10 Gargoyles, 10 Gargoyles again, 10 Hormagaunts, another 10 Hormagaunts, another 10, then 10 Termagants, 10 Termagants, and another 10 Termagants.
All right, 3 of each. I like to see it. I like it. So
3 of each except for Gargoyles, which there's only 2 of.
Okay, yeah, one. Oh, the parasites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the other ones, right, I didn't want to just do the max infantry little bugs, right? But I didn't want to do a bunch of Carnifexes and big things. I want to keep it kind of Space Marine 2 vibes, right? Things you're going to run into surrounded by a bunch of Termagants.
Yeah.
So I have 2 Biovores because Biovores are sweet.
Oh, dude, fuck those things, dude.
I also have 2 Pyrovores because they are also sweet.
Okay, you know what? You brought me back, based.
I have 10 Neurogants because I think they're adorable.
Interesting.
I have a Harpy. Just because you need a little bit kind of big tanky thing,
Isn't the Harpy like a plane? Isn't it like aircraft?
It's a Valkyrie basically, yeah.
Dude. Oh, is it gonna like transport the gargoyles and they're gonna like?
I don't think it serves as a transport. It's just I don't think so. I just wanted something a little bit big.
I think the
bring some firepower.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the dragon. Yeah.
Sure.
I have 3 units of Ripper Swarms because they're awesome.
Oh, 3 Ripper Swarms for now.
Yeah, for now. And then, you bring out the other couple Ripper Swarms you have in a box underneath the table.
Yeah, exactly.
You mentioned warriors. I do have 2 melee warrior units.
Sick.
And then 3 ranged units.
Nice.
Again, GW, please make models just stronger and up the points because this is so many. This is so much money.
I mean, this is the Horde faction, but yeah, Tyranid Warriors in Space Marine 2 do not feel like this.
Yeah, they really don't. Lastly, I have 2 other units. I have Tyrant Guards because I think they're sweet and they would be guarding the Hive Tyrant.
Yeah.
And Zoanthropes because I hate them in Space Marine 2. I hate them so much.
You know what, Tyler? I respect it. I respect that a lot. Let's go.
So yeah, it's kind of my never-ending swarm. Obviously, I took that detachment. I didn't want to make it too memey and just do the max 6 each of Hormagaunts and have like 300 or whatever.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep it flavorful while still being a lot.
Yeah, it's part of the reason I brought like a battle wagon and some stuff to the Fury Road list. Like, to get the theme, you can't just spam 3 Death Killers, 3 Rocket Trucks. You gotta have a little spice. You gotta have a little variety.
Little meat to it,
I respect the Pyrovores so much, dude. I love the
awesome.
Acid Flamer. It's so dope.
They're so cool looking. I think after I finally paint my guard, I'm probably going to get Gene Stealers and then Tyranids. Because if I have Guard, Gene Stealers, and Tyranids, they can kind of all mash together quite well.
A little bit, yeah. You got Garmals and the Gene Stealers. You could do Final Day with like Lictors and Gene Stealers and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me one of your lists.
Okay. So this one is very much more of a narrative thing. I want to see if you can guess what it is. I named it the Ithacus Dynasty List.
Okay.
Does that name ring a bell? That's okay.
I know it's a Necron list.
So, first of all,
I've only read a couple Necron books, and it's been a hot minute.
First of all, the Warlord is an Overlord, and the Overlord, I did the Resurrection Orb and the Void Scythe because he lost his Tachyon arrow.
I'm not catching on. I'm sorry. It's been a minute since I've read.
I give him
Necron.
ingrained superiority because he's a little arrogant bastard. I am talking about Oltix, the protagonist of the Twice Dead King series.
Oh shit! Okay.
So this is Overlord because he lost his Tachyon arrow really early on, right? and he kind of wasted it, and so his older
Yeah,
brother
I
tried
remember
again.
what a tachyon arrow is.
Yeah. So I have Oltix. I do have Jaceres as well, his older brother. He has his tachyon arrow. That's in the Overlord's Blade. I also brought a Catacomb Command Barge to be the fleet commander, Yennek, the Razor of Sedda.
Okay. Oh yeah, I do remember him. He's very cool.
Yeah, I also have like the Royal Warden, who's like kind of like the buddy. I didn't know what to do for the crypt deck that like helped Oltix make his like submines. So I brought a Psychomancer.
Okay.
So
yeah, kind of.
yeah, it's supposed to be like an Engrammancer, but I brought a Psychomancer because like it kind of fits the vibe. And of course, oh sorry, go on.
So real quick, this is reminding me a lot of. Do you remember when I was reading the Minkeless novels and I made a book accurate / like lore accurate Minkeless list?
Yes.
I don't have that anymore, but that would have been so good in this series. If we do this again, I might go back and remake it, but it was so time consuming to get all the characters.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just ask Talis. He has my army. He has my Minkelesque army.
Oh shit! There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Anyways, continue.
And then of course I have Baraka, the Red Marshal. He is a Scorpec Lord, and I am running. Okay, have you finished the Twice Dead King books?
I'm sure I have, but
okay. The degradation from like the Flayer curse is like a big.
Oh yes. Yes, yeah. I actually so minor spoiler for Twice Dead King. It's not too big, but that what is it? Seraptic? No, not Seraptic. What's the big?
Scorpec.
What's the big thing?
The Scorpec Lord.
Scorpec? No. The big fortress. Yes.
Yeah.
So I gave my brother Hunter a Seraptic. I pray to God when he paints it, he puts a bunch of skin on it because that would be so awesome.
No, with the big things, yeah.
Yeah.
So I do have a Scorpic Lord. I'm running Annihilation Legion because it's themed around destroyers and flayed ones.
Yeah, which is a very big motif of the book.
Right, and so I have a Scorpic Lord with the Eldritch Nightmare enhancement because I like to imagine that that's him being affected by like the legacy of the flayed ones and everything. So I think that would be kind of cool. So those are all the characters, right? And they're kind of based on characters from the book.
Character heavy, but it is on it's
Necrons
from the book. Yeah, plus it's Necrons.
It's Necrons. Yeah. For Battle Line, I brought 2 squads of 10 Immortals. These are the Golden Immortals that Joceris made.
Yeah, they were really cool.
Yeah, I have just a squad of 20 Necron warriors because you gotta have just a brick of warriors.
Right?
That was minions. I brought 5 Death Marks because that's meant to represent Lysaikor. That like little shitter death mark, So that's him.
I can't say I remember him.
That's fine. He's a cool guy. And then like some Lich Guard because I think like the Royal Warden was like the leader of Lich Guard, so I got some Lich Guard. I have some Scorpec Destroyers, obviously. And I brought a Doomsday Arc to kind of represent Yennek's like fleet command stuff, so I do have like a floating tank to kind of showcase his prowess. And then of course the ruin of the Ithacus dynasty, I have 30 flayed ones.
Amazing absolute cinema peak,
dude. This is the Ithacus dynasty. Now you could sub this out for a Beast's Phalanx or Awakened Dynasty and it'll still work. I just chose the Annihilation Legion for the flavor. You could swap this out and it could work in Awakened Dynasty no problem because there are so many characters leading units.
It sounds like a pretty solid list. I think maybe having something a bit tankier and with a bit more DPS anti-tank because it's kind of infantry heavy.
It is. I think if you wanted to adapt this list and sub it out,
if you threw that Seraptic in there, you'd be fine.
This is just you wanted the Seraptic in, you bastard.
It's really cool, and hang on, let me pull up its.
If you want some good anti-tank, what you would do is, if you want to keep the Destroyer theme, swap out the Death Marks and 1 squad of Immortals, and just bring in some Locust Heavy Destroyers because their guns slap. And then you could bring like another Doomsday Arc if you want, or like maybe like a Ghost Arc for transport. But that's the vibe. I brought like you gotta have your Overlord, you gotta have your Scorpec Lord, and you gotta have your Command Barge. That's
Yeah,
like
no, I like it a lot. It's very flavorful and it's very faithful to the book, which I do appreciate quite a bit, at least from what I remember.
Yeah. And then if you want, you can when you paint your Overlord old takes, you can give him like the burnished like brown like.
Yeah, I mean, if you really like the Twice Said King books, this isn't absolutely a list you can make, and it's not like too crazy, like memey to where it would be too expensive or anything to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Warhammer, it's expensive to do, but...
Yeah, and it's also, like, because the Destroyer detachment does lean heavy into, like, Destroyer cult models, you can swap in Locust Destroyers, Hexmarks, stuff like that, and, just have a good time.
Okay. I like it a lot. Do you want to hear my Iron Hands list, or kind of a meme bonus guard list?
You know what? Let's hit your guard. I want to know what you got going on here.
So first off, I didn't make this for this episode. This is a list I was going to build before I started the guard that I am now. Just because this would be a very quick and easy list to put together. Are you ready for what?
Quick and easy, eh?
Yes, quick and easy. What do you think that implies?
I think that implies you're gonna have like one 400-point model to help with the list building.
Wrong. I have 3. This is a super heavy tank list of 3 Baneblade variants, bitch.
Holy shit! The Steel Legion rides again. Let's go.
I have a Baneblade, a Bane hammer, and a Bane sword, and that is alone 1,500 points.
Holy shit! This was a quick list to put together, eh?
I know, and it's not even that. Actually building it, you only have 3 vehicles, and that's most of your thing. And if you airbrush it, you can get it done pretty quick.
Now, Tyler, before we get into the other units, why those variants in particular?
Okay, so part of me was wanting to do something really fluffy, to Cadians and whatnot. So I didn't want to do the Stormlord, because that's more Kriegy to me. I would have done a Storm Sword. I think Shadow Sword. Shadow Sword.
Shadow Sword's a Titan killer.
Yeah, I would have done the Shadow Sword, but this wasn't supposed to be a Titan killer thing. This is more of the Titan coming in to kill everything else, right? Yeah. So I did the Bane Sword because it's pretty reliable in DPS. This was the Bane Hammer with a Tremor Cannon. My idea for this list was kind of big open highlands plains, and the Tremor Cannon's gonna shake up a lot of any emplacements and trenches or anything like that, and then Baneblade because it's the classic, it's the vanilla.
Yeah. You shake up the ground, get everyone off their rocker, then the Baneblade just kaboom!
Mm-hmm. And do you want to know why I chose another reason why I chose the Bane Hammer as opposed to another Baneblade variant? It works as a transport. So my only character is a Commissar, and he is inside the Bane Hammer. There is not a single infantry model in this list.
Holy shit, it's Yarick and his Blade. It's the Fortress of Arrogance.
It kind of is.
Let's go!
I deleted some stuff from this list, so it's only 1810, but you can see where you can add to it in just a minute. I have 2 units of Armored Sentinels, just to kind of serve, back up to the Baneblades. And then I have 2 Scout Sentinels.
Okay, yeah. I was going to ask where the Scout Sentinels were, because, what is it? They give, a reroll 1s to hit? That is...
Yep. And so, actually, as a matter of fact, there's somewhere online, an old paper from a book where it's showing guard regiment breakdowns. This fits very closely with the super heavy tank company because it was essentially Baneblade variants and Sentinels, and that was basically it.
Oh shoot, yeah. The Sentinel's kind of like spotting targets, and then the Bane Blade just kind of pops them. That's
This
really
is my
cool.
guard. This is my guard Knightless.
That is pretty freaking sick, dude. Good luck with like modern 40k terrain rules.
Good luck with with terrain, with capturing objectives or anything.
Capturing objectives, those things are OC8.
I am the objective.
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, what is it? Like, do you know about the vehicle rule where like the vehicle, in order to shoot out of a terrain feature, like ruins or whatever, has to be wholly within it.
Yeah,
poking out the other side.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, wholly within my ass,
wholly within.
Dude. Sure, bud. Yeah, I'm bigger than the ruin.
So that was my little silly guard list. Do you want to hear my Iron Hands, or do you want to give me one of yours?
Yeah, we got time. Yeah,
all right, so my Iron Hands one. This is the most thematic. This is something you would see from like a Salamander player, where he is going to have all flamers, right? This is kind of the equivalent. This is to give you the vibe of, if you want to build something thematic to your chapter, your faction, your whatever, it's going to be kind of like this, right?
Yeah, like the Horus Heresy player who like specs out heavily into their vibe. That would approve.
Yeah, the dad, right? So I don't have the Iron Hand character in here. You can throw him in if you want. I just want to make this a bit more generic, so deal with it. I have Captain. Dudes. Yeah, I have a Captain in Gravis armor. He's the Warlord because Gravis armor is very Iron Handsy. I have 2 Tech Marines. And then I also have an Ancient in Terminator armor. Terminator armor to me isn't as Iron Handsy, but it has some extra points, so he's leading a squad of Terminators.
Interesting. And an Ancient, eh? Not a Captain?
Ancient. You could do a Captain. Ancient. You could. But I didn't want to take the focus away from the Gravis, so I don't know. You can absolutely do a Captain. It's not a problem.
Sure.
That's what I chose.
Captain and Gravis, 2 Tech Marines, and the Ancient. Cool.
Yep. Battle line, I have 3 squads of Heavy Intercessors.
Let's go!
Because they're awesome. They are the coolest Space Marine.
Dog, they have damage 2 on their rifles now. That's nothing to sneeze at.
No, it is not. It is going through a Guardsman and through the next one.
Dog, it's going through a freaking Space Marine now because it's damage 2.
Yeah,
Berserkers do not like that.
Space Marine 2 buff win. So I don't have too much battle line. You could probably throw some more in there, but I think Iron Hands they tend to show a lot of 1 vehicles, but 2 also kind of specialization, right? So I have 2 aggressor squads.
Interesting. I thought you were going very dread heavy with this, but I like the direction you're going. That's pretty cool.
I have some. But I like aggressors. I like aggressors. They're very cool. Plus, from an Iron Hands perspective, this is a model, a unit that you can throw and garner a lot of attention from, which is a very tactical ploy.
Are you doing Boltstorm or Flamestorm?
I like bolters, so probably bolters, but you can do whatever. Cool. And then I have a Centurion Devastator squad because they're awesome.
Oh man, the Lascans. I see a lot of like infantry with big gun. I see a lot.
that's kind of the idea. Shout out to what YouTuber is it? Paul is bad at stuff. The famous Centurion lover.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah. I love Centurions too.
I was gonna say for an Iron Hands list, there's not that many vehicles, and like this is neat. I like the.
Well, sure, you could do a vehicle themed Iron Hands list, but it's not necessarily the only one. You can do heavy infantry too.
Right. I like this. This is really unique. This is cool.
Yeah. So you mentioned guy with a big gun.
Yeah.
Desolation Squad.
Fuck off, dude.
The most beautiful Warhammer Space Marine mini ever. It is my favorite. It is my favorite Space Marine unit. I think it is the coolest fucking thing ever.
Dude, I'm an Orc player, and I think their gun looks ridiculous.
Give me the big silly gun, you nerd.
Listen, man, for that price, you could have like a couple dreads. Come on, man.
Come on, I don't care. I don't care. Give me the big gun.
Okay, so we got the missile launchers, we got the las cannons. Oh, actually,
Plus,
do you
what-
need the devastators
what
for
other-
las cannons or autocannons?
For
Do devastators get
For what?
autocannons or just las cannons? Centurions.
Centurions, they can get grav
Yeah.
cannons.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
they
We're
get
back.
grav cannons, bolters, and the twin las cannons.
All right, a lot of infantry. All right.
Anyways, back to the Desolation Squad. What is more Iron Handsy than an Iron Hand with a gun, and he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to put as many rails and attachments as I can on this gun.
Okay,
That's
I
Iron
see the
Hands.
vibe. I see the vibe. All right.
I also have Eradicators because they're really good right now, and again, Gravis plus very specialized. It's the anti-tank. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I have a
Singular
Land Raider.
purpose. Good.
Yep,
I assume
we're getting into the vehicles. The reason why I
Alright.
chose this and not like a repulsor is Iron Hands to me are kind of stuck in the past. It's like their whole thing with them being very depressed.
Dude, that's a deep cut. I respect that.
Yeah. I don't
dope.
think they're going to be too open to the new stuff, right? They're going to be old. They're kind of like Black Templars in the same sense that they're hanging on to a lot of old shit. Their grudges, their weight, and their vehicles. Plus,
Yeah,
Iron Hands, they're going to worship the machine spirit. This is something that's been in the chapter for God knows how long.
Yeah, I would like to. A part of me wants to be like, you know what? We should probably like learn more Iron Hands lore before we make statements like that. And then I realized that involves learning Iron Hands lore, and I feel like we already know. it all.
Fuck them. There's no Iron Hands fans.
Yeah.
I'm
All
offending
three of you
nobody
will-
right now.
All three of you watching this, go play Horse Heresy or something. I'm sorry.
You'll get more love there.
Yeah. Oh, they do, dude.
Anyways,
Sorry. I was
what
about
were you gonna
go
say?
on a
No,
rant.
go ahead. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna
Go
say,
on
no,
the
they
rant.
actually do because Iron Hands can
They got
make, like,
awesome
a dreadnought.
models.
They can make a dreadnought like a character that can do like duels. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, plus-
you're rocking up. You're like World Eaters have like a Legion champion or whatever, and some Iron Hands dreadnought says, I challenge you," and then beats you to death with like 6 fists.
Yeah, and you get to still have your dad before he becomes permadead.
Damn.
Yep.
And so Land
He's
Raider.
gone. Redemptor Dreadnought. Because
Awesome.
you do
Love
need
to
a
see it.
Dreadnought.
Of
I
course.
was gonna do 2, right? But I didn't want to do another Redemptor, and the Ballistus to me is more Ultramarines, and the Brutalis is more I don't know. The Brutalis is more like Dark Angels or Black Templars or Blood Angels. So the Redemptor is very Iron Handsy to me.
Yeah. It's got the best of both worlds,
Now, my next one might sound a little weird. I have a Storm Speeder Hammer Strike.
What the
Now,
hell
I
is
mentioned-
that?
I'm
is
not
that?
surprised you're asking that. It's one of the new Primaris vehicles.
Okay, Tyler. Oh yeah, Iron Hands are stuck in the past. They wouldn't like the grab stuff.
I know.
Also,
I
Tyler
just said that.
gives
I
these
know.
guys a storm speeder.
I know. The
Hello?
only reason I chose this for this list is out of all 2 Iron Hands artworks, they have a Storm Speeder in there, and when I was just picturing Iron Hands myself, I couldn't get it out of my mind because it's the only time, 1, I've seen Iron Hands artwork, and 2, it's the only time I've seen a Storm Speeder. So fuck you.
like Iron Hands army artwork.
Yeah.
I would like to refute you, but I've never seen Iron Hands army artwork.
Exactly.
All right.
I could have made this up and it wouldn't have mattered because you're not going to go check and look it up.
Yep, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
So that's my Iron Hands list. And again, if you forgot, I had a Terminator squad, and that's being led by
Alright.
the Ancient.
So you're playing like Anvil Siege Force with this. You're not bringing the Iron.
Yeah,
Fist
yeah.
spearhead.
This is more. This is the tactical heavy infantry side of Iron Hands.
Yeah, I got you. Cool. You know what? I'm vibing with this, Tyler. I think this is
Thank
a
you,
really
thank
cool
you.
look at Iron Hands. That's dope. I'm so burned by like early ninth, like late 8th, early ninth Iron Hands lists when they were really freaking good. So and everyone just spammed like dreads and tanks.
they weren't even playing Iron Hands. It was just fucking
This is nice. This is refreshing. I appreciate this, Tyler.
This is the true Iron Hands fan. The only Iron Hands fan.
There you go.
Yeah.
And of course, you want to get rid of those fuck ass Desolation Marines. Just bring another dread.
I like Desolation. I really do. I'm gonna put them in my guard army just because. Okay. I think we have one. I think we have one list left.
All right. So
I hope it's a good one.
I have my Fury Road list. I had my like based on a book Old Ticks and the Ithaca Dynasty list.
Yeah.
This list I call the Hell's Reach Crusade.
Based. Absolutely just fucking awesome. I love you, Nick. Give it to me.
I have a feeling you're really gonna like this one.
I really, you don't say because I wasn't a Black Templars fan for the longest time.
We have Grimaldus, obviously.
Of course,
he's our
because
warlord.
he is the Hell's Reach man.
Yes, and we are doing Wrathful Procession because their detachment rule is that you can choose litanies. And I think choosing prayers and litanies fits Grimaldus' squad being like it gotta be the thing, right?
It's the highlight of the book where they're kind of being overwhelmed and Grimaldus is just spouting straight fire and he's beating orcs to death.
Oh my god, Grimaldus' speeches are some of the best writing in that book.
He's honestly one of my most favorite 40k characters. He really is.
Yeah, man. I get that. So we have Grimaldus. We also have an Ancient with a banner to be Artarian.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go.
I get it.
We have a lieutenant to be Bastilan.
Okay.
Right? We have the Emperor's Champion to be Primus. You definitely need him. And you have an apothecary to be Nerevar.
Okay. God, Nerevar. He was such a great character. I loved him so much.
So that's like Squad Grimaldus. Now, I did have a 10-man Crusader squad, and that's probably going to be who Grimaldus leads, although Grimaldus could lead the Sword Brethren as well. But I don't think Sword Brethren, so
there weren't. Was there any Scout Marines in the book? I don't think I remember.
I don't remember there being neophytes. They're all veterans, so Sternguard veterans can also work.
Yeah,
you could absolutely have
be more fitting.
Grimaldus lead like Sword Brethren or Sternguard, totally fine.
Or just even like an Intercessor squad painted Black Templars.
I actually have an Intercessor squad.
Yeah, there you go.
For like the bolters and stuff. And you can stick the lieutenant and the ancient in there, and that works because a ancient and an apothecary can both join a squad that a lieutenant's already in. So you got a Bastilan like watching over young Nerevar, And I think that's kind of like a cool vibe. I think the Emperor's Champion is a lone op. I think he'll probably leave him by himself.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Primus is a lone wolf.
He was.
Now you do remember that in the temple, you have the Sisters of Battle who fight alongside the Black Templars.
There were, and you can add them.
Yeah, so I had a 10-man Sisters of Battle squad. Just with bolters.
I like it, but going forward, now we didn't make any rules about kit bashing or proxies, but do you have any representation for the Steel Legion?
So you can't soup guard, unfortunately, and
you can't. Not yet.
You can maybe do maybe Voidsman at Arms or something, but if I could soup Krieg, that would work. But you know what other faction was indispensable for the defense of Hell's Reach? Under their Princeps Majoris Zarha.
Did you just put a fucking Warhound Titan in this list? You put a Warhound Titan in this list.
I put a minor member of Legio Invigilata in this list. We have a Warhound Titan.
You put a goddamn. You know what's fucking crazy about this list? I may actually be able to make most of this list.
See? I told you you'd love this list. All you need is Battle Sisters.
You're right.
And
You're
an
right.
Ancient.
Yeah.
Tyler, I can guarantee you have half these models.
I have at some point. Actually, funny enough, other than Grimaldus.
Oh,
I've never owned Grimaldus, but I have owned 3 Helbrechts.
That's great. Okay, Tyler, you need to grab Grimaldus and like see if you can like kit bash him to have the skull
No,
helmet
dude,
from, like,
I need
another
to
kit.
finish my guard. I need to get a army.
Ugh. I know. You listen, man. You went back and forth. First you were a guard.
I'm not changing.
Now
I'm
you're a Templar.
I'm
now you're
dedicated.
Guard.
Speaking
I'm
of
just
which,
saying-
I gotta show you my guard list later. You're gonna think it's so
This
fucking
is really
stupid.
easy. All you need is 10 intercessors, which you absolutely have. A Crusader squad, which I know for a fact you have.
It's
And
the only thing that's baited.
four sword brethren, which I know for a fact you have, and just the characters, you know? And then you can have your nice defensive Hell's Reach. And oh, by the way, you are giving the Warhound Titan a plasma blast gun and a turbo laser destructor because
Right,
I
yeah,
think that
because
fits,
he's fighting the other orc
it fits Storm
gargants and
Herald.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's the vibe.
Yep, I dig it. Is that it? I mean, I know how many points the Warhound Titan is, so
That's 1995 points. Like a Warhound Titan is 1100. So you have a Sisters of Battle squad, 4 sword brethren, a 10-man crusader, a 10-man intercessor, and squad Grimaldus. All the characters.
Speaking of which, a Warhound Titan really should be like 500, 600 max.
It should be like 600, 700. It should not be 1100. It is not. Like, I get the big toughness block, but as someone who's used a Stompa before, that only takes you so much. That thing should not be over 1,000 points.
Yeah, for it to be more than half your army, and it's still absolutely be able to go down by like turn 2, 3, you need to step it down to like Bane Blade level or make it stronger.
Like, it's 40 wounds, which is really freaking big. The problem is, it's not its durability. It only has 2 guns.
Yeah.
It's not like it
can only attack
with like
2 units at max.
I'm pretty sure a Knight Questoris has more guns than this thing.
It does. A fucking Armiger, I think, has the same.
Yeah, right? And like Turbo Laser Destructor, yeah, it's strength 20. It's only AP 3. Like,
funny enough, so this is what really bugs me with the Warhound, right? Shadow Sword, Titan Killer. It's Las Cannon. I forgot the name. It's Turbo Laser or whatever.
Yeah.
It is more. It does more damage and is more effective than the Turbo Laser, which is 3 of those cannons. Or 2. I think it's 2.
Yeah, but still, man, it sucks.
It does. It's sad. Anyways, that's all of our thematic lists.
There you go. If you have these models lying around, Tyler, then maybe you can try.
Hell's Reach Crusade.
Mm-hmm. I do think a Hell's Reach Crusade list would be good to bring for like a narrative event to be like, we're back on Armageddon. We're here to defend it. All that good stuff.
It would be cool, but I have to tell you about my guard list sometime and the character and the vibe that I'm going with. I think you'll like it, other than the fact that you're gonna be like, why is there so many fucking horses?
Oh no!
So
well, if you wanna hear about Tyler's Ume Musume horse list, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you catch up on our next videos. Maybe we do another one of these. I like building these lists. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Also, there was that other idea we had, flavorful rules. That one where the knight just grabs a man and squeezes him. Let us know if you want to see that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's about it. Again, YouTube pleasantries. If you can, subscribe, comment, share, all those cool things, it helps boost us. And I think lastly, I'm gonna really try to commit to getting videos out once a week. So this video should come out. I don't know. I want to say Sunday, but I may decide on a different day. I'll have to check YouTube Studio. But once this video comes out, we will try to do a video every week, with some little ones maybe thrown in.
I'll be sure to increase Talis's gruel rations by 50% so we can keep up with demand.
More corpse starch.
More corpse starch, Talis.
So yeah, that's it. I mean, peace. Hope you guys have a good day. Paint your minis. Paint something.
Yeah.